How you doing? What's up? Hi. How are things? How's your mom and them? What's going on? Every time I say what's going on, I'm reminded of a TikToker that I don't talk to him much, but I do follow his stuff and he follows mine. It's What a Texan, I think, is the name. But he does a lot of Whataburger. He did used to do Whataburger, Dr. Pepper, but like Texas stuff, you know. One of the things he says is, "What up, everybody?" and especially "What up, Texas?" Because he's in Texas. So it's just like it's kind of like with Quentin Grooves over at Cute Food Reviews. He's all like, "Hey, everybody!" I mean, like, you have your intros, and Quentin's is just like really awesome. I just love the way he gets, talks to you and stuff. He's like, "Hey, what's up?" And so, like with I can't remember his name though. What a Texan's always like, "What's up, everybody?" Especially "What's up?" And the way he looks at the camera, it's not the same, but it's like he's looking at the camera. Which reminds me, and I've said this before, my focus is usually on what I'm working on, so I don't always look at the customer. Usually it's because I'm making sure where stuff is and I'm explaining something to them, but I will look up at them and I'll look them in the eye and everything. But eye contact is really kind of important, so I do try to do that. I'm not especially good about it, but just realized that I usually look at myself in the camera versus where the camera is, and I wonder if it's because I want to talk to myself. And then my brain just got really deep thoughts as I was talking about it, and I was just like, "Oh, there's something there that a therapist could handle." Anyway, but like looking at the camera, it reminds me of the I think it's Popeyes commercial. I think it was a Mary or Ann or whatever that. I can't remember what the lady's name was, but it was the lady that was on the commercials for a while, and I remember being I want to say a kid. I may have been a teen at the time. So this would have been like 90s. But it was the whole like, and I'm pretty sure it was Popeyes. But it was like, "You know why we do this with all these herbs and spices? And do you know why I do it? Because I love you." And I remember, like, knowing it was a commercial, knowing that it's like, okay, she's not talking to me, but she was looking at me, and it just made me feel happy, And I've got a customer who comes in every once in a while. And just recently she had been in a wreck and had to get got a whole other gig, which she did really well at, but it's so much for her. And she's come in over the years, and she's wild. She's wild, guys. Like, she'll yell for me when she comes in. It's like, "I know he ain't just sitting in the back." But no, and I try to take care of her when I can. And this last time we were going over some stuff about the vehicle, what happened to her, and I quoted her a price for something, and I went in, we did it for her, but I took care of her. I made it a lot cheaper for her, because like she'd been through a lot recently, and just like to make sure that she had at least the bare minimum. I did some stuff extra, just a little extra, that I kind of do for a lot of people, but I wanted her to know that, like, one, I was doing a little bit more, but I wanted her to know that, like, I did this for her, and She was like, I've been coming here for years. And I looked at her and was like, yeah, we're family. And she just stopped and like, I gave her a hug, and she, because she needed that. I didn't specifically know she needed that, but like, it just felt right. And she's like one of our, like, I'm not saying like she didn't put any of us through college or anything, but she's a regular. She's known, and she needed to know that she was not, just a customer. That like she has, she's part of the people. We know. Thing is, I can't remember her name. I feel so bad. One of the guys calls her Crazy Legs because it was something she said. It's like she was gonna kick somebody, and then one of the guys was all like, "Oh, easy on that, Crazy Legs," and she just busted out laughing. And but I think it's a Rebecca or something, and I could be totally wrong, but she's real sweet and really nice, and sometimes we need that. Sometimes we need that eye contact, which is hard for some people, and we need that genuine interest in each other, and it's not fake. Like if she were to call me and say, "Hey," like I don't have my number, but like, "Hey, I'm broke down on the side of the road. Is there any way you could help me? Or is there somebody you could call? Or like I'm locked out of my car." If I knew who it was, I'd send somebody. I'd do what I can. I get out there, That leads me to another segue. But first, today's family-oriented video is brought to you by Caprisun, bringing us all together through the years, from childhood to adulthood, with their fruit punch. Caprisun Fruit Punch. That's right. 90 calories, 30 milligrams of sodium, 23 grams of carbs, and and all the Michael Valens flavors you can imagine. Yep. I should be sucking this out of a small straw in a pack. God, the memories are flooding back. I don't know what I was going to talk about. I literally have I remember what I was talking about, but I can't remember. I was going to get into something. I don't know if it was serious. Talking to people, being genuine. Dang it. I think that's something that we kind of have lost, but also kind of, the being honest with each other and genuine, but also the concept of it's just me, it's me and mine, and you and yours can suck it, and that's we've had a really bad go of that recently, where we don't care about anything, and then it's like, oh, but you gonna take care of everybody? It's like, no, we take care of each other. It's so frustrating because we spent so many years not taking care of each other that we don't take care of each other because we weren't taken care of, and literally perpetuating this concept of like helping somebody means that they're takers, and takers are bad because all they do is take, and that's not how it is. I mean, a lot of people who need stuff take because they need something. And there are selfish people out there, but it's like when you know they're being selfish, you don't give. That's just it. That's all you have to do. It's just not like, if you know somebody, if you feel like somebody isn't, is taking advantage of you, then you stop giving to that person. Doesn't mean you stop giving to everybody or to anybody that you decide to. You make the choice on who you want to give to. And I don't understand where there's this big call for like, I don't know. It does also remind me of the whole group mentality of when it really comes down to it. It's like if you're part of a group, but members of that group do something stupid, and all you're hearing of is this group is stupid because of these people, and all you're feeling attacked. But you're not part of the people that are doing that. You're part of the group that you don't agree with them. But since you are part of the group, you get to hear this crap. And it just pisses you off more. And you don't like people talking bad about you and yours, even though you don't like those guys. They were kind of dicks. So it's kind of, yeah. I've talked about that before, I think. Yeah. It's Caprisun fruit pack. It's literally just like a straw in a package. Suck it up. I'd cut a couple of these open and pour it into a cup and drink it. Because I just hated like bending my straw because it broke or bent trying to get it in. It's like literally it's supposed to break and it doesn't. It's just like, what's wrong with you? Didn't happen all the time, but it's kind of like opening one of the milk cartons where you have to pinch and pull the side and open it that way, but it never opened right. Just a pain in the ass. Who the fuck is parked in my spot? Bitches. That is 2 days in a fucking row. I don't know who you are, but I don't like you. It's probably a customer or one of the guys has a different vehicle today. Nice. Yeah, it brings back the memories. The little kids, running around and doing their thing. Mushroom extract. All right, Caprisun. What are you doing? What's you all right? Take a breather. Take a moment. Think about what you're doing. Keeping it real with real juice and real mushroom extract. Why? Is it to get that signature flavor? I'm just curious. Also, I'd like to call out some special guests. Or special guests, anyway. Well, not just specifically, but I just want to say, thank you for all the new people who have joined. We're getting up there. It's kind of nice. It's got a big old box of cheeses. Anyway, sorry, segue. Distraction. Ninja stars. Ninja dust. Anyway, honestly, yeah, it's a 3 and a 6. I like it. It's okay. Actually, I kind of want to go to a 3 and a 5. It's okay. It's memorable, but it's not that great. It's sweet. It has all of the it tastes like it did back then. So we're gonna squeeze in a package and sucking it through a small straw, but whatever. But yeah, it's nice. The thing is, I know that we all can't be nice to each other all the time. And there are times when you have to be mean or be callous or unfeeling to get your point across. I do think we should be very verbal and explain ourselves, but I know that there are times when we don't, especially if we're embarrassed or insecure. We tend to do stuff that we normally wouldn't do, and really the best thing to do is to apologize and move on. And sometimes you don't, but sometimes other people don't require closure because they're really not that interested, or they just hate you. So it's sad. But anyway, as always, I'm Sir Drinksalot, and I'm wishing you health, wealth, and love with enough time and gusto to enjoy it all down to the last drop. You guys take it easy, and yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.